Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again, and I'm here discussing quick little audio take from a visual video, DC talk video I did just a couple minutes ago. I'm going to play it in this video itself, however I wanted to take a quick little moment audio-wise discussing what the video you're about to see is actually, and it's basically a ramble slash rant slash discussion over the whole Willa Hollands, topic, which was her discussing the Suicide Squad ruined plans over at Warner Brothers, and basically me giving my opinion on the whole thing. Now, first off, this video is basically just me discussing that. The Flash debacle and why Warner Brothers has no idea what they're doing, and their personal, I guess, opinions on shared universes not being a part of the TV universes and stuff. For me personally, I can understand both sides, of the argument, and I can see why Warner Brothers would want to take this multiverse task and an opinion with their movie verse, which is whatever happens in the TV's shows before the movies could have a major effect on directors and writers' visual storytelling with future movies, like the Suicide Squad thing. The Suicide Squad was planned for TV shows, and if it was just for that TV shows, they would have to do it with the movies the way they did it in the TV shows and use those actors, and that may not gel well with creators on the movie side. So I can see both sides of the argument, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is an argument between people who just want to see one version of the Flash. So, at the end of the day, that's just my overall opinion. Shared universes are hard. Making movies are very difficult, and I understand that, but all I really want are good movies. We have good TV shows. Already, we have good TV shows. A lot of these creators have done the groundwork to give us great DC content. It just baffles me that we can't get the same with the movies. Maybe that can change with the upcoming movies that we are getting from Warner Brothers, but we'll have to see. At the end of the day, I still feel that Warner Brothers' plans to make sure that movies and TV shows are separate is still stupid. Also, if we're going to play this game that movies and TV shows are separate and not shared universes, why can't we have a Batman and Superman on TV? See, it just continues the argument of why Warner Brothers and DC may not know what they're thinking, and the multiverse theory is stupid. Will this multiverse theory plan out at the end of the day? Who knows? But let me know what you personally think. Of course, I'm going to continue with the video I already recorded because I don't want to throw it away. So let me know what you think at the end. But overall, that's just my opinion on the whole discussion. Shared universes are hard, making movies are hard, but at the end of the day, we deserve good ones because we are the ones who are paying money to actually see these movies in theaters. So let me know what you think. Hello everybody, Josh12 back here again with another video, and I'm here with another DC talk video. Yes, I'm here discussing the DC unshared universe between the DC movie line and of course the DC TV line. Now, of course, recently at a current con, Willa Hollands, of course, star of Arrow, she plays the character of Thea Queen. She was interviewed discussing the whole DC thing and cinematic universes and stuff, and she had some major criticisms towards Warner Brothers, and her major criticism was towards them debauching the whole Suicide Squad storyline they had for Arrow, and of course saving that for the movies, because as we already know, coming out later this year in August will be the Suicide Squad movie directed by David Ayer. And for me personally, I've been discussing this overall, I guess, opinion with the whole DC separating their movie line and DC TV line. I felt was very stupid, and I've just had a very on and off, very negative, positive kind of opinion towards this discussion for a long time now, and I feel like seeing as how she's kind of given her opinion on it, it gives me the initiative to kickstart my discussion of it and give it, I guess, just my personal opinion on a video record. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Now, for those of you who don't know what this basically means, this whole debacle, she was giving her disdain towards Warner Brothers fucking up Suicide Squad and not letting them do it, considering they're doing it over at the movies. Now, for me personally, I can see where she's coming from it. She's coming it from the inside out. She has this very specific kind of opinion, considering if you remember back in Arrow Season 2, they were kind of going for the Suicide Squad kind of thing. They kind of try to do that again with Season 3. That didn't really work out, considering they were now doing the movies and all these kind of crazy things. But for me personally, when it comes to this discussion, I want people to be honest. If there's one thing I hate about this discussion, about the whole, DC shared universes suck because their movies and TV shows are not connected. Let's be fucking honest. If I can be as blunt and vulgar as I can, I want people to be honest. Not only that with everyone around them, but of course with themselves. Because no one gives a shit if Arrow is connected to Justice League movies. No one gives a shit. Maybe there's a couple Stephen Amell fans who are like, we want to see him as Arrow or whatever the fuck. Sure, they're out there, and I'm probably one of them as well to a certain extent. However, everyone and their mother wants to see the Flash connected to the movies. No one gives a shit about Ezra Miller. This has been the main point of view and fuel for this discussion. Everyone has a debacle, everyone has an opinion, and everyone wants to fight over the idea that Grant Gustin is not the Flash in the movies, which is the major spawn of this discussion. For me personally, I don't really care. Because I liked Grant Gustin, I really do, but even at his core, he's not really Barry Allen ripped out of the comic books, but he is really good, and he is tonally correct to what the comic books are, and the show's phenomenal that surrounds his performance. The movies haven't showed us that. We saw a glimpse of him in Dawn of Justice, of course, spoilers, you haven't seen Dawn of Justice, but even with that, we don't know what kind of a Flash Ezra could be. But even with that being said, Ezra Miller is a really good actor as well. I think that's something that a lot of people kind of forget to mention or forget to keep in mind when they discuss this opinion, which is Ezra Miller is a good fucking actor. He's really freaking talented, and he's been in a lot of great projects and movies, and he could be a great Flash, but the thing is that really annoys me is the people who are not willing to accept their real agenda when discussing this whole problem, which is they don't care about Arrow, Legends, Supergirl being connected to the Justice League movies. They only care about the Flash. So be honest when you're doing that. With that being said, my personal opinion, I really felt from the get-go it was a major disservice. It feels like Warner Brothers was attaching this the same way they've been doing it for decades, which is TV is its own thing, movies is its own thing. Movies are the only thing that's important. I'm the over fucking, waned freaking old white guy, rich producer white guy, who's gonna keep saying the same fucking boring ass shit, and that's how it is gonna be. And that's what they've been doing. The TV and the movie stuff are separate. Why are they separate? Why, when you have all this groundwork that Greg Berlanti and Andrew Kreisberg and fucking Mark Guggenheim and Jeff Johns have done for the TV stuff, why throw that over the fucking side like if it's nothing and just start from scratch with movies when you can just connect the two the same way Marvel did? Once again, in general, I don't want to include Marvel in this whole debacle, but they did what they did. They had their movies, then they spawned it to TV shows, and now they got Netflix shows, and now they have this whole company where they can fucking do whatever they want. DC didn't do that. They have all these TV shows, they don't want to connect them to the movies, and yes, they have this multiverse idea, but even that, at best, is stupid at the end of the day. I personally am not a big fan of this whole thing. The shared universe idea should always be connecting the dots, Flash is a great show. They did a lot of groundwork. But the thing that bothers me is they have the movies who's basically going to be the Flash TV show done again. We're getting the same characters and villains and representation that we got in the TV show for the movies. So why do the same thing again but with a different actor and different tone and different vision when you already have it good, done right, and to a certain extent perfect with a TV show? This is the problem. I personally wish they could have done something that they completely, from the ground up, from ground zero, when they decided to do a shared universe post Man of Steel, they should have came up with this idea and stuck with it. They did, but with a different guy's vision and opinion that has nothing to do with the fans. So, At the end of the day, there's a lot of ways you can attach this discussion and debate, and it could be negative or positive. But I only feel like if you're going to try and discuss this opinion, you should always be true to what you're discussing, which is you only care about the Flash, you don't care if Supergirl or Arrow is attached, so only discuss the Flash. And also, stop with the bitching of Ezra Miller. That's kind of like something that also I really want to get out of this whole agenda-esque kind of discussion video, which is Ezra Miller, he's a good actor. I mean, just look at the recent movie he put out, which was the Stanford Prison Experiment. That movie just came out. It's so freaking good, and he's good in it. And he has a lot of movies like that that are phenomenal, and his performances are fucking great. So, the movies are its own thing. The TV shows is his own thing. Is it a good thing? No. It's a bad thing. It's stupid. They should have never done that. It's an old man mentality that they've been doing ever since Smallville and Superman Returns and the Dark Knight trilogy with, without having Batman be its own TV show. Now we have Gotham and, it's just, why do these things? And why try to, create a franchise for yourself but before actually getting there, you shoot yourself in the foot. I really wish they could get their shit together and give us some good movies, but at the same time, you could have had, a fucking foot in the door or a foot in the race against Marvel when you already have an entire established universe at the TV side of things. Overall, this has just been my elongated rant / ramble / opinion over this discussion. For me, it's just a real big, overbloated discussion. It is. And I really wish DC and Warner Brothers knew what they were doing. I really wish I can agree with what they're doing, but I can't. But at the end of the day, we have to call it what it is, which is they don't know what they're doing, and this whole multiverse idea could plan out in the fucking future, but we don't know. And of course, on top of that, it's a Flash thing, and I wish people can just accept the fact that it is a Flash problem, and that's the real discussion, which is, we like the Flash TV show, we don't care about the movie Flash. And if you knew and could have overseen that fans would have this fucking problem, why not change the movie Flash and just make it the TV Flash? Or just make the movie Flash a different version of the Flash, like Wally instead of Barry. It's kind of just like what we're getting over the Fox Marvel thing, which is they're doing Legion, or they're doing these X-Men TV shows that are characters that already exist in the movies, but no, who cares, because we got TV shows now. That's just stupid. We're in the cinematic universe age. If you're going to do shared universes, why not just do that? It pisses me the fuck off, and it doesn't make any sense. Let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. I feel like I've been rambling far too long, and I don't even think I'm getting anywhere. All I really wanted to do was just say, hey, people who are actually discussing this whole fucking debate, be honest and true to yourself. You only care about the Flash, first off. And second, I do agree that Warner Brothers doesn't know what they're thinking, and on top of that, I feel like this multiverse theory that Jeff Johns and the rest of the people who are attaching these Justice League movies really may or may not pay off at the end of the day, like 10 years down the road, even at that. So, let me know what you personally think in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Shameless plug time. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, @Jonch12. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And this has been Jonch12.